Hi, in today's video we're going to show you how to properly set up a dunk tank, and we're going to discuss some of the safety features and safety concerns with proper use of a dunk tank. We're going to assume for purposes of today's video that you've reached your destination and you detached the dunk tank from the vehicle that was towing it. Once you've done that, you're going to roll the dunk tank as close as possible to the location that you'd like to set the tank up in. Keep in mind in choosing that location that you do want to make sure that you do have firm ground that is level or very close to level, and that you're away from any electricity or power lines. Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and detach this arm here on the tank. You do that by pulling out this pin, and once you do that, this will slide out. I do suggest that you reinstall the pin so that you do not lose it. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to flip the dunk tank up. This is easier with two people, but is possible with one. You're going to go ahead and tilt it in this position. Okay, and then you take a firm grip with two hands here and lift. Okay, the next step is going to be to take the arm, which you're going to be throwing the ball at, and remove that for setup. That arm's located right here. It may have been given to you separately, or it may be attached. If it's attached, you're going to go ahead and you're going to move this pin right there, and then you're going to slide the arm out. If you have any difficulty pulling this arm out, we suggest that you get a simple tool, a screwdriver or something, and if you just push, the arm will eventually, come out from the unit. Now we're going to show you how you insert the arm and finish the setup on the dunk tank. Before filling the tank, you want to make sure that the valve is in the sideways position. If it's not, you're going to lose water. When you're done with the tank for the end of the day, by taking this valve and turning it parallel, that'll drain the water out of it. I do suggest that you do it from the side because the water will splash up and you will get wet. Again, remember to turn the valve this way before filling the tank. Next, we're going to go ahead and detach the backdrop. Now, this may be tied with a rope. It may be done with a ratchet. The principle is the same. You're going to go ahead and unclip this. And untie this to open up the backdrop. Okay, once you have this untied, you can just attach this to the back so that, again, you don't lose it. But we're going to unfold the arm now, and then we're going to unfold the wing. Okay, at this point, we're going to go ahead and we're going to insert the actual arm. Okay, the easiest way to do this is to take the arm and insert it through the hole here. Okay, and you're just going to let it rest all the way through, and then we're going to step around the back and attach it. Okay, so around the back you're going to have the arm sitting here. What you're trying to do is put this part in here. When you do that, it is very important that this part is going in between these two. So the finished thing is going to look like this. It's a good practice to put that pin in it. Not only stores it, but it prevents it from coming up. Okay, I wanted to give you a couple quick tips in installing the arm to prevent some potential issues. The backdrop here, if you have it too far back when the arm gets hit by the ball, if you notice over here, it's pushing so far on this that it could jump past it. That would be bad because that would cause a failure. So you want to make sure that you adjust the backdrop so that it's enough to push this lever, which will make the seat come off, but not so far that it goes back. So usually you want to sit this a little bit forward so that, again, the idea is that when the arm pushes, if you can watch down there, it's not going too far from it. This acts as a stop for it. Once you have that set and you like where it is, we're going to go down to the ground here. There's these levelers which, by turning them, will secure the tank into the grass, into the pavement, so that this will not move. You have one here, and then you have another one here. Okay, we're just about ready to use this. Let's go back to the seat and discuss how to operate the tank now. Okay, Before using the tank, you do need to fill the tank up with water. But there is a safety feature here up top of this little lever. We suggest that you keep this lever in the lock position, so if somebody is horsing around and they push this, the seat cannot fall down accidentally. Once you're ready to use it, you're going to remove that lock and sit on the board. When you climb up here, it is very important that you sit at the frontmost edge of the board. Super, super important. If you sit too far back, you could hit your head on the board. Once you do that, you want to have your hands on your lap so that when you fall straight into the water. Okay, we're just about ready to have some fun and use the tank, but before we do so, I want to cover a few rules. With your rental, you're going to get a sheet here that explains all of your safety rules and operational things. I'm going to go through and highlight a few of the basic stuff, but I strongly recommend that you read and adhere to everything that's on this sheet. First and foremost, you want to make sure that you fill up the water just above this glass, or 8 inches below the tank from overflowing. That's going to be approximately 550 gallons of water, and will take about an hour and a half to 2 hours to complete that process. It is very, very, very important that you do not allow anybody to sit in that seat until you've reached that water level. Once you've done that, you can then put somebody in the seat and use the game. But first, again, remember to read all of your safety directions and adhere to it. The person sitting in that seat should be a swimmer, should be at least 60 inches tall, and should not weigh more than 250 pounds. If they do not meet any of those requirements, then this is not the right product for you, or you need to seek a different person to sit in that seat. If this is not the right product for you, we do rent dunk tank alternative products that are for children or people who do not meet those requirements. With your rental, you're going to get 3 of these yellow softballs. I think everybody knows where it goes from here. You're going to take the ball, you're going to throw it against the target, and if you hit them, they're going in the tank. Thank you for renting. Please be sure to like us on Facebook, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them. Thank you.